Sri Rama Lakshamambayama. Welcome, respected friends. Salutations, gratitudes, congratulations. Vishnu Suktam in our Vedic chanting, common sense thought, mantra Ucharana, Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpa, Upanishad mantra Ucharana, Upanishad Adhyanam, Shwethashwathara Upanishad, last six chapters, slowly, one by one shloka with Bhashyam. We are studying in the first two mantras the Swarupa of that Paramatma Tattva told for us to contemplate and realize. Again in the 3-4 shlokas, how that Paramatma only takes up that Jiva Sthiti and plays the play of bondage, which is you and I, that also told for our understanding once more. Even in the evening, Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana, same topic is discussed. Now, these things have to be not carelessly but carefully minded, valued, contemplated, understood. Therein, we have to find what is our final destination to be reached. Any negligence on our part in this regard gives us only the dukkha called bondage because our pursuits will be in a wrong direction. Let us invoke Parabrahma Ishwara Jagannath Devata Gana Gurugana Shastra Gana Anugraha also the Lokasevaka Dharmastapaka Viragi Bhakta Shishya Mumukshu Jignasu Shrota Sadhaka Parishrami Peririta Prashanta Gambhira Samskrita Bhasha Gnata Guru Upasaka Daiva Upasaka Mananakarta Chintanakarta Nididhyasanakarta Anubhavi and Anubhava Nishtita. These 20 Vyaktitwas also mindfully we have to develop within ourselves. May our understanding in this regard become pakka. May we really start doing things to be done and grow and evolve and experience that joy of growth and evolve. As if you open and see in the world, everybody is growing, everybody is improving. Maybe the fields are worldly, everybody is maturing. Maybe in their outer academics, your grandson is not the same as he was 15, 20 years back. He was very small, tiny toddler. Now he takes initiatives and big responsibilities. Your son 50 years back and now is totally different, almost matching with you. So too the relatives, friends, nearer ones, distant ones, children, from the times of going to play schools too, now they are mature to be in the big, big colleges, companies. The people in the world you see from a mere doing nothing person has become such a big MLA minister, even though here also doing nothing, but he has become MLA. See how the whole world is growing, changing. A small, just then put a plant 3 years back, now giving so many jasmine flowers or roses, whichever. The mango trees which were put in front of you 10 years back, suddenly when you go back and see that place, huge tree with so much of flowering and mangoes you see during season, the bunches of them, isn't it? Villages changed into towns, towns into metros, metros into the cosmos. You see, there where there were not even roads, now so many bridges, so many of over bridges, tunnels, metros. क्या क्या दिख रहे हैं आपको? A small little provisional store shop. Now it has become a multi complex of so many things, multiplexes, complexes, whatever you call, showrooms, आप यो कहते हो, malls. See the world so fast changing. Are we changing? We have to focus on that. Our change, our growth, our development should be spiritual. Learn from that world which is changing, which is growing. Everybody, you look at the women folk, what they were 40, 50 years back. Now they even travel or fly raffle also. From the resident to the president, they grow. From managing the finances at home to the whole nation's finance ministers, they can grow to. They can become state chief ministers. See that amount of transformations, the responsibilities. You know, yesterday I was watching somewhere a 65 years old Amma. She's driving the auto. Livelihood ke liye. Idea is nothing is stopping, everything is growing. And in that growth, mind you, everybody is putting their due efforts because growth suddenly, without any efforts, will never happen. Appreciate them, congratulate them, even get inspired from them, learn from them. But our growth is not in those endful, binding, materialistic things. Ours are endless, liberating, spiritual being. Our evolution. हो रहा है कि नहीं देख लो. चलो, let us start with our विष्णु सूक्तम. ओम अथ वेद पारायणम विष्णु सूक्तम. ओम विष्णोर्नुकं वीर्याणि प्रवोचम्य पार्थिवानि विममेर जागं सियो अस्कभायदुत्तरगुं सधस्थं विचक्रमाणस्त्रेदोरुगायो विष्णोरराटमसि विष्णोः पृष्ठमसि विष्णोः स्नप्त्रेस्थो विष्णोस्योरसि विष्णोर्ध्रुवमसि वैष्णवमसि विष्णवे त्वा तदस्य प्रियमभिपाथो अस्याम नरो यत्र देवयवो मदन्ति गुरुक्रमस्य स हि बन्धुरित्था विष्णोः पदे परमे मध्व उत्सः प्रतद्विष्णुस्तवते वीर्याय मृगो न भीमः कुचरो गिरिष्ठाः यस्योरुषु त्रिषु विक्रमणेषु अधिक्षियन्ति भुवनानि विश्वा परो मात्रया तनुवावृधान् न ते महित्वमन्वश्नुवन्ति उभे ते विद्मरजसि पृथिव्या विष्णो देवत्वं परमस्य वित्से विचक्रमे पृथिवीमेष एतां क्षेत्राय विष्णुर्मनुषे दशस्यन् ध्रुवासो अस्य कीरयोजनासः ऊरुक्षितिगं सुजनिमाचकार त्रिर्देवः पृथिवीमेष एतां विचक्रमे शतर्चसं महित्वा प्रविष्णुरस्तु तव सस्तवीयान् त्वेषगह्यस्य स्थविरस्य नाम अथो देवा अवन्तु नो यतो विष्णुर्विचक्रमे पृथिव्या सप्तधामभिः इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधा निदधे पदं समूढमस्य पागं सुरे त्रीणि पदा विचक्रमे विष्णुर्गोपादाभ्यः ततो धर्माणि धारयन् विष्णोः कर्माणि पश्यत यतो व्रतानि पस्वशे इन्द्रस्य युज्यः सखा तद्विष्णोः परमं पदगं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः दिवीव चक्षुराततं तद्विप्रासो विपन्यवो जागृवागं सस्समिन्दते विष्णोर्यत्परमं पदं पर्याप्त्या अनन्तरायाय सर्वस्तोमोति रात्र उत्तम महर्भवति सर्वस्याप्त्यै सर्वस्य जित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Our today's quota of Veda Parayanam we have done. Let it not be missed. Even if we stop it during our classes to save time and energy in our homes, definitely that 5 minutes of Veda Parayana minimum was throughout life should keep on happening, because for the Sanatana Dharma means Veda being the final authority of guidance and knowledge for all the four Purusharthas of Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Much before deeply, thoroughly studying and understanding Vedas, at least to begin with, we should be familiar with them through the chanting. Correct? Now, friends, today's second sacred aspect of our meditational effort after our meditative Vedic chanting is the common sense thought. Yesterday, the Samata or Ekata Divas, we discussed on the oneness truly. Today, the new month beginning, 1st November 2025. How we have finished even 2025 also, 10 months. Bas, 2 महीने में भी खत्म. So, today we will see about 5 aspects of our life. Among them, one we can't do. The other 4 we alone have to do. And we have to be fully engaged in doing one or the other of those 4 all the time, depending on the abilities, the opportunities, the possibilities, the requirements. 5 things which are very familiar, heard by us many a times. Once more, one of the 5 is the prarabdha, isn't it? We are not just right now only are there, we are there in the past. And in the past, we were not dead stones, non active or inactive. We were living beings. As living beings, we went on doing so many of the karma, knowingly, unknowingly, wisdom, ignorance, stupidity, koi bhi ho karan, and all those karmas done in the past definitely yield the karma phala bringing to us. That karma phala in the present is called prarabdha, isn't it? Those prarabdhas, they will come. We could only have the wisdom as to how to face them. Many of them cannot be avoided or thwarted. At the very highest level of sadhana, maybe 1 or 2 we can ward off, even under realization of self. To the upadhis, what prarabdha has to happen, it will go on happening. ठीक है संतो? We may not value it, we may transcend it, we may say it's to the upadhis, but it happens. So one thing we discussed, भाई प्रारब्ध चलता ही रहता है ना, कंटिन्यूस कॉन्स्टेंटली. कब तब कभी कभी तो ऐसा भयंकर प्रारब्ध होता है, वैसे तो हर प्रारब्ध वैसा ही होता है, बट समटाइम्स इट दैट अदर देन जस्ट वाचिंग and allowing it to pass through and go through, we can't do anything only. भयंकर है ना. I mean, in that all good, sometimes good experiences also come, bad also. Good we just enjoy and forget. Bad is the one which causes dent in us. We become miserable. That becomes our habit of minding the bad things. So the bereavements or the deceptions or the cheatings or failures, क्या क्या होना है हमारे जिंदगी में. So many shocking things of out of prarabdha they happen. We can't even imagine, expect. कैसा हुआ ये? बस होना था हुआ. Isn't it? You can see in the world people, very hale, hearty, healthy, age of 40, 45. सडनली पैरालिटिक स्ट्रोक हो गया। बस सर हो गया बस। 70% body not working, 80% some are bedridden, and go on going on 20, 30 years they live and they die. Some of them little they improve with their physio and all those therapies. Prarabdha, variety of things. With Prarabdha they raise to higher level also. Again suddenly पता नहीं क्या हो गया, collapsed. है ना? I don't know what happened. Love marriage only they had. बट कहता नहीं, देखते देखते पता ही नहीं चला अभी ना। मैंने आज दिन में सेड, अच्छा हम तो बहुत पहले ही तलाक हो चुका है, ऐसा है क्या? अभी तो शादी हुआ था या फिर व्हेन डिड यू गेट डिवोर्स? बस आफ्टर 2 seconds ऑफ मैरिज और 2 days, 2 months, 2 years. See that? So prarabdha, prakarshena arabdha, the karma phala started yielding, it has to come. The examples in life in our Shastras given for that prarabdha is that of the arrow shot from the bow or the bullet leaving the barrel of a gun. And once the bullet leaves the barrel, you cannot now change its course. It have to go and hit that respective target or the bana. Once you shoot it, you can't retrieve it. प्रारब्ध हो गया बस, वो लगना ही है. You thought it's a tiger and you shot it, but it's bound to be a cow or a deer. अब पता है वो लग ही जाएगा, वो एरो निकल गया. व्याघ्र बुद्धया, है ना, बाणम when it shot पश्चात गोमतौ छिनत्येव, ना, it won't change its direction, it will hit. That's an example. It's destined, but that's it. Remember, in some people's life, though throughout life prarabdha goes on, their influence is less. होता है लेकिन not very drastic, very light. In some people's life, prarabdha is so predominant and major throughout life. अलग अलग केसेस होते हैं, जस्ट फॉर योर इंफॉर्मेशन सेक. घबराओ मत, बट सुनो, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. Isn't it? Our job is to be able to discriminate between all these 5 things and see what are in our hands, what are not. So out of 5, one we saw the prarabdha aspect. Second aspect is the purushartha aspect. Obviously, our own will, our own willpower. With willpower, our own self-effort. With all the available inner wisdoms, abilities, talents, strengths, etc., and whatever other monetary resources we have, outer opportunities that are provided, being aware of them, then becoming conscious and doing our best. Purushartha कहते हैं उसको. This is not prarabdha, this purushartha. About prarabdha, we can't do anything, we have to go through. But purushartha is fully in our hands. In fact, it can be intensified. It can be made as much as possible. Of course, not overnight, but slowly, 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 we can improve it. Purushartha samarthya, our performance, and accordingly the results. Even though the Purushartha samarthya in one life cannot be infinite, because the body factor, the age factor, the what do you call, the indriyas get tired, exhausted. इसलिए पूर्णतया नहीं हो सकता. Like when I become 95, old senile, what Purushartha I can do? But when I'm 25, 28, 30, 40, maximum, because every of the parts of the personality are healthy, intact. Then maximum utilizing. पुरुषार्थ एंड ग्रेट रिजल्ट. पुरुषार्थ के अनुसार रिजल्ट है. पुरुषार्थ कैन बी नेगेटिव ऑल्सो, कैन बी पॉजिटिव. Within 10-15 years of hard working purushartha, one can become a don, one can become a head of a terrorist organization. Purushartha. isn't it? You can see the people in one lifetime started the terrorist organizations and उनको इतना बढ़ाया, hundreds and thousands they have joined and they have done so many bomb attacks, suicidal attacks. Great Purusharth. You can see that, no? Supported by some of the countries, our neighboring fellow manufacturer of terrorists, supported by US and all. Everybody knows. The positive also, Purushartha. The great Vivekanandas, the great Adi Shankaras in spiritual field. Today, science में, technology, medicine में, how many is? We were in one lifespan. Purushartha से, consciously. To that Purushartha sometime, the Prarabdha, if it is in line, helps also. If it's opposite, it creates obstacle also. But Purushartha they have done, they have achieved. है ना? Gurudev gives beautiful example, relation between Prarabdha Purushartha. So the river is flowing with 2 kilometers per hour speed, naturally from top to down. It remains same. है ना? When you are also swimming in the river top to bottom, and if your speed of swimming is 3 kilometers, you will be having 5 kilometer speed now. Because you are 3, the river flow to 5. If up the stream you are swimming of the river and your speed is 3, you will have 1 kilometer per hour distance covered because your 3 are there, but the opposite current is 2. 3 minus 2 ek. So, in any case, the prarabdha will continue having its 2 kilometer effect, but you can, with your purushartha, isn't it, can do something definitely. So, the positive purushartha, you can see how wonderful in this world people have become civil servants, they have become great scientists. अद्भुत पुरुषार्थ मेहनत करके करोड़पति बने, है ना? द बिरलास, द टाटास, द अंबानीज. अब देखो एक ही जन्म में उन्होंने करके कितने लोगों को दिया employment, etc. Few examples we gave, but yes, in your life also, purushartha, you know, semi-conscious or conscious efforts, full conscious. Most of us are semi-conscious because आधा दिमाग हमारा टीवी में, क्रिकेट में, how to defeat others and our attachments to some nonsense people, थोड़ा वो खा जाता है, इसलिए semi-conscious we are, but we are doing purushartha. Like you are in the class now, purushartha of listening, but semi-conscious because in the mind some other projects, other things. What we have to do during the day, who are visiting, where we have to go. But chal raha hai, purushartha, listening also. And this purushartha, as we have studied in 6 chapters, I think, or 4, in our Moksha Vyavahara Prakarana of Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana, unparalleled guidance by Shri Vasishta ji. There, I believe I have to study it once more, though we have discussed it here at length. Those 5 chapters we spent more than 100 days or 70 days. Yet, such a beautiful topic. There Vasishta ji says, by fully engaging in Purushartha so intensely that we can even totally discard the effect of prarabdha. Like I have stomach ache prarabdha. I can engage it in so much that nothing I do. Isn't it? On the other hand, yes, stomach ache is going on. But I was so much engaged in some of the Purushartha that I don't even remember it. Every social servant or the nation servant or the homemaking mother, they are all the examples of this. Out of prarabdha, they have so many things. But their purushartha that today, in time, all the things have to be made for husband or father-in-law and children. तो बिजी रहती है, उनको पेट दर्द हो रहा है, कमर दर्द है, घुटने में दर्द हो रहा है. Not one today, for 40-50 years, the women folk at home do all that. I believe all those mothers, women are Maha yogis next life. That selflessly they do that continuous purushartha every day. Great. Even now in the modern, yes, there are some women, they have changed and all. That's okay. Time is changed it. But still the many are there. मजा आता है उनको देखकर. Friends, remember that is the Purushartha. In the Purushartha only, there are three more things other than our own effort. Second is that Purushartha, our effort, we have seen. Free will कहते हैं उसको. Third one is the Ishvara Anugraha. Isn't it? Ishvara Anugraha is also with our Purushartha Upasanas. But when it comes, many problems are sorted, successes and achievements are achieved. You know? Ishvara Anugraha. And that is also typical. Ishvara, by his own choice, he wants to do anugraha on anyone, he can do. It is his choice. Who are you and I to ask? Some other people, how much ever they pray, Ishvara may neglect. मैं नहीं करूँगा तेरा मदद, जा. Nobody dare to question him. That's why he's called Ishvara. And some others, when we do the invocations, they come and help. बिना मांगे हेल्प करते हैं, जितना भी मांगो भी नहीं करते हैं, मांगने पर आकर करते हैं. The grace of the Lord, in whichever the form, that is called the Ishvaranugraha, the third thing. And required. What is in Ishvara's discretion, don't worry about it. But through Shastras, what we are told to do our best to invoke the grace of Lord, which is necessary, that Purushartha we can do. In the earlier Purushartha, we were not concerned about Ishvara, we were using our own abilities, resources. In this is also Purushartha, but Purushartha to invoke Ishvara Anugraha. So that can be the third aspect. So the Prarabdha एक हो गया, पुरुषार्थ दो हो गए, ईश्वरानुग्रह तीसरा. Ishvaranugraha can happen by itself, as I said, may not happen how much ever I worship, because it is in his discretion. Or when we do our upasanas, calculatively Bhagavan may bless us. You know, but why you can't ask is Ishwar? That's it. ऐसा बयास्ट होते हैं कि ईश्वर किसी को हेल्प करते हैं, किसी को नहीं करते हैं. हो सकते हैं. You can't question him, that's it. Isn't it? Like, can I question you that you are biased or unbiased? It is your discretion. I can't. It is right or wrong secondary, but primarily I cannot question it. So too the Ishvara cannot be questioned. That's why it is Ishwaratva. But उसमें जो हमारे हाथ में है वो करो. But is it? You do your upasanas, worships with all the humbleness. He will bless, and it will happen. And in some cases, I'm doing from 20 years, the Lord is not kind on me. The other fellow, 2 days back, I only taught him how to do worship. He started doing, already God is blessing him. क्या क्या तमाशा होता है इस जगत में. Everything is to make us miserable because that's what the Lord wants to entertain himself. You want to see इस गधे को रुलाऊंगा तो कैसा दिखेगा ये. In what type of cartoon he looks like. You can't do anything. You know, that's how, with all that maturity, that Bhajanakara has written that Bhajana. जाहि विधि राखे राम ताहि विधि रहिए, महलों में राखे चाहे, झोपड़े में वास दे. How? After all, we are not fully independent with all our abilities and all. हमें छोटा सा जीव. You know, when you see this world of earth doing, achieving so many things, you know, उसको आप, एज द अदर डे वी सेड, थोड़ा आकाश में जाकर जूम करके या दूर से देखोगे, ऑल चीटी वीटी कुछ कुछ कर रहे, क्या कर रहे पता ही नहीं है, ऐसा ही दिखता है. Like some 10-20 ants are there. What they are doing, do you know? So to go to the sky and look at this world, the America, the Japan, the China, Germany, India, with all presidents, residents, prime ministers, they're all cheaty only. कर क्या रहे पता नहीं. Like you see the ants. In the whole cosmos, in one small tiny earth, these all sukshma jivis, like all your and you and the human beings, what they do is inconsequential. It may be big issue for us, but at the cosmic level, है कुछ है ही नहीं. Anyway, what I am saying is, we are not fully capable of doing everything or deciding. No, that should be accepted, isn't it? We have to, like, you have to accept the supremacy of father at your home, of the boss in your company, of the heads of departments. And you have to, you can't avoid. So too the Ishvara supremacy. So what he does at what time to whom he knows. On that, don't question. In our own evolution, in our own safety security, he can play a role. But how and why he plays his role from his side, we don't know. But from our side, there is a chance that we can keep on trying through our various invocatory purusharthas. But if he blesses, है ना, खुदा मेहरबान गधा पहलवान, जो कहते हैं ना, भगवान मेहरबान गधा भी पहलवान बनता है. So you just worship. That's called ईश्वरा अनुग्रह. थर्ड वन. ठीक है, थ्री हो गए. फोर्थ वन इज called as the guidance, loving guidance from all the Narayana elders. It can be the parents, it can be the gurus, the acharyas. उनका मार्गदर्शन. Because they are wise, they are learned, they are grown up, they have performed, they have achieved, they have the experience. So this also works. The guidance from elders. Nowadays, that's gone. Every youngster, everybody is so independent that they decided that we don't need to take guidance from elders. बोलो आपके बेटे कितना पूछते हैं आपसे कि क्या करे क्या ना करे, ओ वो हीरो 30 मार्क खान समझते, और आप अपने गुरुओं को कितना कंसल्ट कर रहे हो. Just inform only, because if you tell details, then you may question. Better just inform. That also out of formality, obligation. Who is in this world telling everything what they do to their parents or the gurus and getting guidance in every step? If somebody does it, they really achieve. They will always be safe, isn't it? And once we grow, even then we keep on taking gurus, elders into confidence and inform. They will listen and they say, yes, what you are doing is right. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. In the initial days of our zero maturity, whatever we do or don't do, 100% they edit. As we grow under their guidance, 100% they approve. Because we have grown under their chhatra chaya to be able to take right decisions. Even then, for approval, we submit to them. This is what is my feeling to do or achieve. Oh Guru, what's your suggestion? That will be final. Guru say, very good, what you have planned is fantastic, keep it up, go ahead. In other cases, shut up, you're wasting your time for that. Just drop it right now. Okay, Guru Maharaj, done. See? So, the aneka anubhava and shakti and prema yukta elders, gurus, seeking their guidance and using it in our purushartha, not depending on them कि तुम करो मैं बैठता हूँ, ऐसा नहीं होता. They will help us, guide us, but doers finally are we only. कितने हो गए? 4 हो गए ना? Our prarabdha, our purushartha, our invoking the grace of the devatas, our taking the help from, sorry, our taking guidance from, margadarshana from elders, with all due respects and all. You know, they visualize our growth spiritual, accordingly they guide. It depends again, you know, how much we surrender to them. And if we seek truly spiritual guidance, they say तो spirituality तुम्हारा गोल है तो इन सब चीजों में टाइम एनर्जी वेस्ट मत करो. It is a present time waste also, and in future also. These nonsense again you have to go through. Phala of it. Better avoid. So they guide if we really surrender. So that we have to take. In this regard, the suggestion only what we can do other than have one or two people in life to whom you completely tell what you are doing, and get complete guidance. This is the way we can save ourselves from the biggest enemy, our own mind. कौन है हमारा सबसे बड़ा शत्रु? हमारा ही मन है. उससे बचने का एक ही तरीका है, गुरु शरणागति. Those who don't have Guru Sharanagati, with all their intellection, many a time they become victimized by their own mind's misguidance. होता है, संभाल के देख लेना. Don't listen to your mind, listen to Guru's mind. The rishis, the gurus, the elders, पहुंचे हुए लोग. अत यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्त विचिकित्सा वा स्यात् एतत्र ब्राह्मणः सम्मर्षिणः. Didn't we see in the Upanishad itself? Take the guidance करके कितना thoroughly बताया in our Taittiriya. Huh, 4 are over. The last one is what? Is the help taken from all other fellow beings, objects, and nature whenever it is required, with all due humility, gratitudes, reciprocations, etc. Help from anyone here other than the Gurus, Mahatmas. Guru Mahatmas हम guidance लेते, बाकी सब help लेते. It can be a financial help or guidance. It can be medical help from a doctor. चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हेल्प हो, ये इतने सारे हमको हेल्प चाहिए होता है. फ्रॉम द वाइफ, फ्रॉम द हस्बैंड, चिल्ड्रन, सर्वेंट, सबका हमको जिंदगी में मदद चाहिए. यू कैनॉट डू ऑल थिंग्स ऑल फॉर थिंग्स विच आर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर यू ऑल्सो. है ना, आई कैनॉट डू खेत जोत के मेरे लिए ही अनाज उगाना, है ना, मिट्टी से मटका बनाना, है ना, रुई से कपड़ा बनाना. एवरीथिंग आई कांट डू फॉर रिक्वायर्ड थिंग्स. Making the house for myself. So many things I depend on others. So take the help from others. That also a healthy purusharth. That is mutual again. When I help others, they too help. So दूसरों से हेल्प लेना, बड़े बुजुर्गों से गाइडेंस लेना, ईश्वर का ग्रेस, our own purushartha, and going through prarabdha. Among these 5, prarabdha we can't do anything, but other 4 again we have to do. With all our abilities, our own performance called Purushartha is our effort only. Invoking grace, our effort only. Taking guidance, our effort only. Taking help from others too. That help again should not make it a habit and we become dependent on them and laziness coming in us. ये सब नहीं होना चाहिए. है ना? All these minute things I am not discussing. It's a big subject if I start it. And you all are wise enough. Nowadays, many things, when I hint at, you are understanding. I am happy. So, this is one of the things. When you take help from others, it's not becoming too much dependent, it's not becoming creating too much of aruna, nor you are increasing your laziness or becoming, you know, valueless in front of them. वो सी बात नहीं. That's again negative. When we too much depend on things from even your own servants, they take you for granted. You have to protect one's own respect, self-respect. The specific works are given to me, you should do that. Other things you should, that's all. I can do, that's it. You maintain your self-respect. Otherwise, you get every work done, then the fellow says, without me, ये हमारे बॉस का जिंदगी नहीं चलेगा. He will claim so much. And that all becomes runa. And next life, you have to polish his juta. Isn't it? Even if your own children, grandchildren, किसी से भी ज्यादा हेल्प नहीं लेना. जहां जरूरत है अवश्य लेना. Isn't it? लेना भी है, नहीं लेना भी. आप देखो, a huge bag of 50 kgs you have to lift for an old man. No, I'll not take anybody's help. Bag will break, you will take everybody's help now. You can't even move it. Oh, nonsense nahi karna. You can't lift it. Then was some time you could do, not now. Or the other small thing, you make a tea, coffee, you are able to do it. नहीं नहीं मैं कर लेता हूँ. It's not ego. It's I'm just using my पुरुषार्थ सामर्थ्य. है ना? I feel so for my sake तो एक life wherein managing all these five, smilingly, cheerfully going through prarabdha. How much ever tough it is or good it is. And recognizing and doing one's own purusharth. Recognizing grace of Lord and invoking it duly as recommended. And our gurus, elders, with all humbleness with them, please guide, I am stuck up here. Or what is better? Or what is the technique which enhances my growth? वो बताते वो लोग. There are always improved and better editions of sadhana, isn't it? They will tell us. So to help from ये पांचों में जब हम परफेक्ट होकर आराम से लाइफ स्पिरिचुअली ग्रो करते हुए जीते हैं ना, मजा आता. We are everywhere बेवकूफ. Prarabdha, when it comes, we cannot withstand and we blame everyone and over suffering. Purushartha, we never do because of our laziness. And no Ishvara Krupa invoked because Nastik or stupid parents, because of their rich money, they have put us in such convents and all that there no devotion taught. Such places. And elders, gurus, guidance, उनकी तरफ देखते भी नहीं है. because modern and help out of others, no, gone. Ados pados, they don't know from 40 years they are staying together, but pata hi, isn't it? Such a funny life we are living, which is not right. You call the neighbors, you go to them, talk to them, help each other. Yes, maintain distance, respect each other. सब चले, but थोड़ा help करो एक दूसरे को for the sake of synergizing, to feel that joy, love, expansion. तो पता नहीं चलता नहीं तो where we are cocooned in our own ego. Man is a social animal. More he is animal. Social is gone now. Most unsocial he is. Okay. In this way, common sense thought we have seen. Now let us do our mantrocharana. Okay. Second. Mhm. Narayan Hari Govinda. Yes, friends, after our third meditative thing of common sense thought, let us do our mantrocharana. Today is Saturday, the Shanaishchara Bhagavan. And you all have gone through, heard to so many people. I need not explain. Every graha has its positive and non-positive influence on us depending on how do we behave. So the Shanaishchara graha, Shanaihi charati, goes very slow, and many of us hate the Shanaishchara graha as he gives us dukkha. But understand that nobody is interested to give us dukkha just like that. It's only clearance of all our prarabdha, etc. So, very many Jyotishyas, beautifully they study, tell us various things. Shani holding us 7.5 years, 15 years, 22, 30. ऐसे अलग अलग कहते रहते हैं. All that subject, I don't know, but this much I know that Bhagavan Shanaishchara can help us in our spiritual evolution. We can pray to him. So the mantra is very simple. So the mantra is beautiful. Neelanjana Samabhasam Ravi Utram Yamagrajam Chaya Martanda Sambhutam Tam Namami Shanaishcharam. These attitudes of developing our devotion to the divine in so many forms is helpful both ways. One, in invoking their higher power blessings. Second, in putting in check our own egos, our own ego. Okay. So Neela Anjana Sama Abhasam. Abhasa is looking like. Sama means like. Neela blackish. Anjana is the eye text. You know the eye text जो लगाते हैं ना. Lord Shanaishvara is in that blackish color. Ravi Putram, he is son of Surya Bhagavan. Ravi. So as full of tejas, Ravi is, so too is this Shanaishvara Bhagavan. And Yamagrajam specifically said he is the elder brother of Yama. So some of the work of his elder brother he does. That's how puts us in check. Chaya Martanda Sambhutam. Born to the Chaya Devi, Martanda again Surya. So Chaya, Usha, Sangnya, they are said to be the consorts of Lord Surya. So the Yama, the Yami, the Shanaishchara, they are Santana of Bhagavan Surya. More reference, go to the Puranas and study. So the Chaya Martanda Santana, Yama Agraja, Nilanjana Samarupa, and Shanaihi Charam. The one slowly moves, doing his work duly. To that Shanaishwara Bhagavan in the Adi Daivika Loka and in the Adi Bhautika, in our own life, Adhyatmika. Let us invoke the grace. Right? Good one. Chant 12 times. Om Neelanjana Samabhasam Raviputram Yamagrajam Chaya Martanda Sambhodam Tannamami Shanaishcharam. Om Neelanjana Samabhasam Raviputram Yamagrajam Chaya Martanda Sambhodam Tannamami Shanaishcharam. Om Neelanjana Samabhasam रविपुत्रं यमाग्रजं छायामार्ताण्डसम्भूतं तन्नमामि शनैश्चरम् ॐ नीलाञ्जनसमाभासं 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 रविपुत्रं यमाग्रजं छायामार्ताण्डसम्भूतं तन्नमामि शनैश्चरम्. Friends, people who trouble us, devatas who trouble us, them also we have to worship so that they trouble us less. Other devatas, depending on our requirements, we have to be in good touch with them too. The Vidya Devata, the Dhana Devata, the Shakti Devata, the Vigna Nivaraka Devata, the Shanti giving Devata, etc. All the while, never lose track of our ultimate goal. Be wise in this regard. Now, Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Om Yerime Gurubhi Purva, Om Shankaram Shankaracharya, Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyana, Om Shruti Smriti Purananam, Om Viditakhila Shastra Sudha Jalade, Om Brahmanandam Parama Sukhadam परब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मोक्षप्राप्ति सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति धर्म संस्थापकानां निरन्तर दिग्विजयः राममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेष निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयाः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मुक्त्यर्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंद निराधारम निखिलाधारम अव्ययम निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्। पारायणार्थे पंचमोऽध्यायः. We have done yesterday up to mantra number 6, 7, 8, 9. ॐ गुणान्वयो यः फलकर्मकर्ता कृतस्य तस्यैव स चोपभोक्ता स विश्वरूपस्त्रिगुणस्त्रिवर्त्मा प्राणाधिपः सञ्चरति स्वकर्मभिः अङ्गुष्ठमात्रोरवितुल्यरूपः सङ्कल्पाहङ्कारसमन्वितो यः बुद्धेर्गुणेनात्मगुणेन चैव आराग्रमात्रो हि अपरोऽपि दृष्टः बालाग्रशतभागस्य शतधा कल्पितस्य च भागो जीवस्य विज्ञेयः स चानन्त्याय कल्पते. Chanting is done. Now in the study, in the 6th chapter, the second mantra, we have to become complete in through the Bhashya. Chant it. Om yena vratam nityamidam hi sarvam jnah kalakaro guni sarvavid यः तेनेशितं कर्म विवर्ततेह पृथ्व्यप्तेजो निलखानि चिन्त्यम्. As we are seeing every day, mind you, the Adhisthana Brahma 1, his Shakti Ananta 2, and the expressions of his Shakti 3. The one who is lost in the expressions of the Shakti of the Lord, which is in the form of this world, he is a Ajnani, Samsari, Baddha. The one who is recognizing his Shakti, seeing his play, and tuning to him with his devotion, is a devotee, more safer. And the one who attending to the Adhisthana Paramatma himself is Sadhaka. And the one who realizes oneness with him is Mukta. So by exposing to this knowledge through Upanishads, we have to shift our identity and attention from what is expressing to the one who is expressing. That journey is called spiritual journey. So, out of 6 things, few we have seen. Yenavrutam nityamidam hi sarvam. The one by whom idam is completely permeated all the time. Recognize him. Explained exhaustively with Bhashyam. Then Jnaha, we have seen the meaning of that word also with Bhashyam. Third one, fourth one, fifth one, all are important. He is Kalakaraha. One of the very consoling thought is this, that Paramatma is the Kalakaraha who makes present this Kala divided into Bhuta, Vartamana and Bhavishyat. Earlier ones become the Hetu cause, the later ones become the karya, the effects. He is beyond that kala. He just manages that kala. Therefore, even though we have to respect the kala and in that the karana karya sambandha, yet understand that there can be a state of being where we can go beyond kala and its effects of karana karya. In fact, that's the goal. Kalatitaya namaha. So he is kala kara. And in the kala, desha. In desha kala, entire jagat. In that entire jagat, all the tamasha that's happening. He is kala kara. Okay? This we have seen exhaustively. And in devotional aspect, so many ways this can be used. Oh Lord, give me good kala. इस तरह अब देखो इमोशंस ले आओ तो बहुत हो सकता है. The bad times, good times we have in our life. In our invocation of His grace, He can reduce the bad times. Good times He can give us. He can help us as regard the kala is concerned to make use of every moment of the kala in such a way that we transcend the kala. So all these things are included in that kala karata of Paramatma and many more. Hmm. Then Guni is a very beautiful thought. He is Guni. He is beyond three gunas. Through three gunas, he only does the Srishti Sthiti Laya. In all Sadgunas are his only. And every guna which belong to the Antakarana, which influences our life, again is under his command. One way we can use this guni aspect of Paramatma. What is it? By praying to him, O Lord, remove all durgunas from me. Give all sadgunas to me. Take me beyond all the gunas to the gunatita sthiti. To this word guni, Bhagavan Shankara's Bhashya is interesting. He says guni means what? Apahata papmadiman. Apahata papmadiman means the Lord is He in whom the Papa adi durlakshanas, durgunas, durvrittis, durvicharas are never there. Inasmuch that we should never doubt Bhagavan. ये उनका intention. As we saw in our one of the common sense thoughts, the parents, the Lord, and the Guru, they should never be doubted. Sometimes parents may go wrong if they are immature. हो सकते हैं ना, they are also jiva. But Guru, who is nisthita in Brahmagnana, he cannot go wrong. And the Lord, who is the manager of the entire world, how can he be wrong? How can he have negative thoughts? He can never. Therefore, he is Guni. एक तो डाउट मत करो उनका. Second, have full faith in him. Third, with full faith, doubtless faith, approach him. Imagine that state of our mind where we are approaching our gurus and the Lord with full shraddha that they will take me across. अरे भाई, one life enough to go beyond all bondages. So try to understand the meaning of these words as said by Shankara Bhagavan and how they have to be utilized, those meanings, for our sadhana. To Bhagavan is Guni means Sadguni. Therefore, don't have doubt in him, have faith in him. Bhagavan is the one who is manager of the gunas. Therefore, ask him to give Sadgunas, remove the Durguna. And Bhagavan is the master of all the three gunas too. Sattvaras tamas, we can ask him. Bhagavan, remove the tamas rajas from me. Give only Shuddha Sattva Guna. Make me more and more Sattvika. That is the meaning of the word Guni utilized. Next one is Sarvavitu. Bhagavan is Sarvam Veti iti Sarvavit. Good, no? Another point it is Sarvavit Yaha. Nothing at any moment of life of any jiva is hidden from Paramatma. He knows. And he also knows our limitations, our weaknesses. Whenever we have limitations and weaknesses, please remember, He comes to help us, rescue us out of His love and compassion. And He also knows our arrogances, our crookedness, our cunningness. At that time, he punishes us again to put us on right track. Not any moment he has got any disliking or hatred towards any of us, we the jivas. Therefore, he is a sarvavit, sarvam vetiti. Guni sarvavit yaha. Then, next one is what? Tena ishitam karma vivartate. And what is that karma which is vivartate ishitavahim? Prutyap tejo nilakhani. This you give some attention to catch this point. Kitena ishvarena ishitam preritam. It is the prerana of the Ishvara. Remember first and foremost is Paramatma. He becomes aware of his Shakti at that time is Ishvara. Now in his mere presence only, the Shakti of Paramatma, one side allows all the Tanmatras, Panchamahabhutas to get projected. Tasmadvaya Tasmadatmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha. All this Taittiriya Upanishad we have seen so many times. I do not repeat. Then second point is what? Tena ishitam karma vivartate. Try to understand it. The karma means the Pancha Mahabhutas, Tanmatras. Vivartate means they appear in the form of the entire world of names and forms. And there are two words, parivartate and vivartate. Parivartate means losing its original identity, becoming something else. Like the milk becoming curd. दूध जब दही बनता है, it's called parivartate. That once that milk became curd, you cannot make a tea out of it. You can make and give to your mother-in-law, that's different story, but you can't. That's called parivartanam. Isn't it? There are some. What is vivartanam? Ki its original gunas remaining same, appears something else. Like the mud becoming the pots. The mud is still there in the mud pot. It has not changed, but still it is appearing as pot, useful for different purposes, which is not possible when it was mud. That sort of change without change is called vivartanam. Now, these Panchamahabhutas and Tanmatras becoming the entire cosmos, all names, forms, micro, macro, all of that is Vivarta. The Panchamahabhutas remaining as they are. They are not becoming something. But their mutual combination, you and I. Okay? And all of that is Tena Ishitam. This is one very, very sublime thought. He made the world, then he designed it in such a manner that each of the jiva, whatever karmas he does, accordingly these upadhis have to be given to them, which are the combination of vivarta, combination of all the mahabhutas. Therefore, one side we with our punya papa are the hetu for what sort of upadhis we get, which are the combination of pancha mahabhutas. The other side, it is the giver of the Lord. There are two ways then. Exactly what the way the Lord tells us. When we live, then always the better upadhi is only given to us, made up of Panchamahabhuta. One way is that, follow the rules regularly. Otherwise, what? Be a worshipping devotee of Him. That time also, we will be given the better upadhis. Remember, till we reach to the ultimate truth, we need the help of upadhis. And the upadhis, if they are bad, they really trouble us in our sadhana. Upadhis, if they are good, they really help us. Isn't it? Sharira upadhi, for example, full of all diseases right from beginning. अब बताओ क्या साधना करेगा? On the other hand, even I am 1995, intact, full of health, you can sit for hours together for meditation, etc. So therefore, either by following his dictions or by becoming devotee to him, be blessed by him with the better upadhis, which are made up of Panchamahabhutas, because tena ishitam karma vivartate. It is his Ishwarat. And again, I have done all non-positive. As a punishment, I have given a body of all diseases. Don't fight with him. Don't complain to him. Accept it. Yes, it's you who are the giver to teach me the lessons. ऐसा करके it is his Ishanatva, it is his Ishwaratva, it is his command. With that devotional way, accept the upadhis given. So, tena ishitam karma vivartateha. This karma is not action here. Karma means on the one on which the action falls. And in that regard, what is it here? Pratyaptejo nilakani, the Pancha Mahabhutas. And all the above said five, six things, chintyam, they have to be inquired, contemplated upon deeply, till we thoroughly understand and accept. And thus way, the whole world is happening. For a Ajnani, the happenings of the world have consequence in the form of creating Ragadvesha and he gets lost. For you and I who studied these Upanishads, everything that's happening is an indicator for us to look at the divine. That's how this beautiful mantra we have gone through. So, prasiddham yad etad ishvara preritam karma jagad atmana vivartate iti. Yat punah tat karma pratyaptejo nilakani prithvyadi bhuta panchakam iti chintam chintyam. This is what is second mantra. Now, in the third mantra, fourth mantra, how the formation of jiva, the bondage of jiva, the liberation of jiva. Three crucial aspects. Again, we are reminded once more. It is millionth time it's done in all our Upanishads. The Rishi's only aim is to bring to our cognition and understanding all these sublime spiritual phenomena. Continue it tomorrow. Just chant the mantra. Tat karma krutva vinivartya bhuyah tatvasya tatvena sametya yogam ekena dvabhyam trivirashtabhirva kalena saivatma gunaischa sukshmaihi. Thank you. Shri Om Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Tat Sat Brahma Arpanamastu.